happy Final Fantasy 16.
It's icon time.
Launch week, everyone. Thank you for clicking on the video. And obviously, I took some inspiration from Gamer Ranks Before You Buy, but I had this idea called Before You Cry. And Final Fantasy 16 demo is the perfect time to use this title. Please drop a like on the video, click that like button, subscribe to the channel on our way to 100,000 members. If you like the content here, we're about to be going crazy on Final Fantasy 16 this week. But before we get there, I want to bring you one last final video that's going to have some questions, going to give you some answers, going to tell you how to not get spoiled for this game, because believe me, the Xbox, they're out. They're trying to ruin the fun for us just like they did for God of War Ragnarok, among other titles. So I have experience with this, so let's get into it. First and foremost, the preload time for Final Fantasy 16 is actually today, June 19th. If you have digitally pre-ordered the game, if you have already I'm too excited. Hold on, let me slow down. You can preload that right now. I believe right now it's the 19th, so you can preload that as I'm talking now. Yeah, so it's around 95 gigabytes large. So that's not too bad compared to some of the other games that we've had to download here recently. Jedi Survivor notwithstanding, 150,000 gigabytes. So that is happening today. You can go ahead and preload. And on top of that, which takes me right into the transition, that I know that a lot of you probably already know that Yoshi P and the team that did not want to do a day one patch, but unfortunately there's a few minor issues here. There's like a 300 megabyte day one patch that they're going to have to do. They actually put out an apology statement saying like, we hate that we have to do, like, dude, it's okay, it's fine, bro. Like, the game is goated. So I mean, the fact that they hold their work to such high standards that they apologize for having to put a minor day one patch out on the video game shows how just amazing and passionate this team is. As a lot of you know, if you don't know me, I'm brand new. I was not a Final Fantasy fan less than 2 weeks ago. Now here I am watching lore videos, doing videos on the channel. I mean, I'm incensed with Final Fantasy 16 in particular. So I'm very excited about that. But go get that preload in. The time is now. So next thing is more of a question to some of the Final Fantasy 16 OGs. So one of my longtime viewers, Battle Grizz, if you're watching, what's up, brother? He sent over a trailer for me to watch that was just trying to give me some lore background, which was from Final Fantasy 15, the Omen trailer. Mind you, again, I've never played any other Final Fantasy, but I watched that trailer and, like, you know, a lot of the stuff that I've seen in Final Fantasy 16, like the glowing eyes on Torgal and some of the elements, it seems like it cross-pollinates. So I guess my question is that a thing there, or should I not look too deep into that? Because is that like spoiler territory? Being that I never played Final Fantasy 15, I don't know anything about it. But I don't know, I'm just trying to look for some lore because I'm just itching to get the game. And yeah, so Battle sent that over, and that trailer scared the shit out of me. But if some of you know that can talk about that down in the comments without giving any spoilers, or if you just want to talk some lore, whatever it is, please drop that down in the comment section below, because I'm very, very interested in that. And next thing is just two recommendations that I have. If you're like me and every other normal person, then there's two other things that I've watched recently that was so freaking spectacular that it just made me smile. Number one, the voice actor Ben Starr. He's been making the rounds, you know, on a press run for Final Fantasy 16, and he is absolutely marvelous. I don't think I've used that word often, but he is marvelous. I'm like, if you can just mold like a person, like a fan, just like you and me, probably definitely way more you than me, since you probably been watching Final Fantasy for quite some time, playing Final Fantasy for quite some time. He was just a fan, went in for an audition, got the role, realized it was Final Fantasy 16, lost his shit, and like, I mean, it's everything you would want like your favorite video game voice actor to be. Was like a super fan just like you. So he was on two things that I watch regularly, and the first thing he was on a YouTube review, Skill Ups. It's a podcast they do. Is Jake Baldino, Lucy, and the Completionist, and Skill Up himself. They do this podcast called Frames Per Second. I'm a super nerd. I watch that shit every week, ever since episode 1, like 2-3 hour episodes. But it's great. But nonetheless, if you're not into that, but they had Ben Starr on, and they had a full interview with him about the game, how he got the role. And it is, if you just itching for some more Final Fantasy 16 content, just listen to him talk how he became Clive and young Clive. It is fantastic, and I highly recommend. And I will actually leave that that link down in the description below where you can get that, so it makes it a bit easier for you. And the second thing is, when I watch a lot of Kinda Funny, you know, I really admire those guys and gals, what they've built over there. It's something I'm trying to do here on this channel in particular. And once again, Ben Starr is making rounds. He was over there with Snowbike Mike, and he was with them, watching them play Mike in particular play the Final Fantasy 16 demo for the first time, and just watching his face reactions and like those hard-hitting scenes, and hearing him like talk through it of like what he was feeling during the scenes. I mean, and lastly, but most importantly, how to not get spoiled for this game. Now, if you're on Twitter and social medias, the first step you need to do, you got to go privacy settings. You have to go to your filter keywords, and you have to put in all things Final Fantasy, FF16, Clive. I mean, anything Final Fantasy related for the most part, you need to put it on there if you plan on being on social media until the release. Now, if you're going on a full blackout, you're not on YouTube, social media, or anything, then you're perfectly fine. But if you still have to be on Twitter, and if you're a content creator, or if you're just a person that likes social media, but you don't want to be spoiled, because people are just going in comments right now and just dropping spoilers or dropping screenshots, because there's a lot of copies out in the wild. So if you don't want that to happen, to the best of your ability, just block all things Final Fantasy. And same thing with YouTube, because if you watch this video and you check like on it, like I hope you did, then YouTube in particular is going to recommend you more Final Fantasy content just like this. So before you do what I'm about to tell you to do, make sure you hit that little bell notification, because the next Final Fantasy 16 video I upload will be part 1 of the full playthrough this Thursday. Maybe a day earlier if Square Enix comes through with that code that I requested, but we're going to see. But either way, the next Final Fantasy 16 video I will be uploading myself will definitely be part 1. I guess technically, would that be part 2 since we did the demo already? I guess I figured out. Either way, it'll be a continuation of us getting revenge with young Clive Rosefield, or Rossfield, however you say. I'm sorry. If this video has helped you in any way, shape, or form, drop a like on it. Catch me back here Thursday. I appreciate all the love and support for all the new subs, the new Freak Party members. I see you. But until then,
you're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.